Hello again. This is week 7 of the class, and let's go ahead and start off with the project 8 through 10 Arduino projects. This week's was really cool. Let's start off with, I'll try and find the videos. Or you know what, this might be faster. Of 8. Oh, I didn't have a video, I shot a screenshot of 8. It's with the LEDs. This is it all set up, and after about 10 or 11 minutes we had the first light turn on, and honestly I didn't have time to sit there and wait for it to light all of them up, but it worked for the first one as it said it should, so I'd imagine that it was going to have them all lit up in about an hour or so. And then let's see, for chapter 9, I have videos. Oops, it's sideways. That's just the first part of it where it's spinning. The second part, where you can adjust the speed of it, and so with that potentiometer, when you allow more voltage to enter into the system, it speeds up, and when you reduce it, it slows down. And when it speeds up, the designs all kind of blur together, and when it slows down, it looks like a kaleidoscope, which is pretty cool. And so for chapter 10, this is the picture of it set up with the pictures, and you can see when it spins. I don't have a video of it, but you can see when it spins that they move and grow. So that was pretty cool. And then the engage me or enrage me. After reading all of these the last couple of weeks, it really opens your eyes to just how poor the school system is. And I really liked the points that they brought up in this about, let's see, where was that? Basically how kids are, the way the information is presented to kids these days is not effective for them in today's society. So basically, having to teach yesterday's education to today's kids. And I couldn't have said it any better myself. I think that, the world is developing around them, but in school, nothing is advancing, nothing's progressing, nothing's changing. And, so they're utilizing iPhones and iPads and surfing the web and playing video games and utilizing technology, for example, or, anything else, but let's just talk about technology. And then when they go to school, none of that is being used. And, the techniques that may have been effective 15 years ago are not necessarily effective today. So I think that's one of the biggest downfalls, and something that schools could really work on, or the teachers could really work on, is not getting so stuck in their ways. I understand that they find, this method works best, but that was then, and that doesn't necessarily work best for these students now in this particular class. So I think that's one way that we could really try to engage the kids more, is by, adapting to what they're accustomed to, the things that they like to do, the things that they want to do. And trust me, I'm not one of those people that thinks that, kids need to be entertained at every moment of the day, and that everything has to be fun. And I understand some things you just can't make really enjoyable, but for the most part, school can be enjoyable and entertaining for them, and that's the best way to engage them, because if they're bored, they'll just completely check out. So I really liked this article. I thought it was a really good reading, and I enjoyed reading everybody else's comments on it. Okay, responded to the boys in gaming, kind of along the same lines. From what I was reading, it looked like a lot of people maybe disagreed on where they were coming from. I personally didn't see her video as being sexist at all. I actually agree with her, and I'm not saying that schools are geared more towards girls, but the things that girls enjoy doing are allowed in schools, and the things that boys enjoy doing are not typically allowed in school. And so I think that's what the point she was trying to make. I don't think she was trying to say that girls are less active. She maybe could have worded it better, but I don't think that was the message that she was trying to get across. And so I completely agree with this. I mean, to a point, obviously, I don't think kids should be able to, get away with everything, but there's nothing wrong with a kid wanting to draw a picture of something exploding or wanting to play fake guns. There's nothing wrong with that. And, I think allowing boys to be boys and allowing them to get their energy out and, just allowing them to be themselves would really keep them engaged in school as well. And, since they're not allowed to do anything, they find school boring and therefore they're not engaged. Where girls, they like to help the teacher. They like to they like to play games, they like to, all these things, the things they play are nice. They like to play house, they like to play, whatever. They're not blowing things up and playing toy guns. So, the things that girls enjoy doing are allowed in schools. And so I think that's where the point that she was trying to make. And that's why I seem to disagree with a lot of people in those posts, but I like to see, everybody else's viewpoints on that. So that was interesting. For this week's neat resource, I thought it was really cool, and basically from what I got from it is just the way what is something that's been around for a long time but has since been improved. And so I was searching for something in the medical field just because that's what I'm personally interested in, and so I found this right here, the anti-gravity treadmill. Basically, they just take a regular treadmill and it's been hacked, and this anti-gravity treadmill is really helpful for rehabilitation purposes, and basically it reduces the gravity's impact on the body while you're on the treadmill. So essentially you could be, retraining your brain how to walk, building those muscles without all the pressure on your muscles and your joints, and it's really good to help improve mobility and strength, and it's safer for people with neurological conditions, again, like I said, who are retraining their brain, basically. And so this is a really interesting hack job of a treadmill, which I personally chose this one because it's interesting to me. I'm really into health and fitness, and also physical therapy is what I'm going to school for, so this one related to me personally in my life. And these anti-gravity treadmills are actually showing up in a lot of rehabilitation clinics and are being used more in physical therapy and all of that. And here's a couple pictures of them. I think they're really interesting. This one's a little different. There's like a thing that surrounds her lower extremities. This one is more like the ones you'll typically see in a clinical setting, where it's like a harness that pulls them up, and then they walk on the treadmill. So I thought that was really interesting. And somebody else, Mandy, talked about another one that I thought was really interesting, the modern prosthetics, and how they used to just be made, they used to just be very basic, and now there's wood, and now they've advanced and they can receive nerve signals and the brain can send signals to them. So I thought that was really cool too. I'm really interested in all of these and how they're related to the medical field. So that neat resource I really enjoyed. And that was pretty much it for this week. I felt like it was a fairly short week. I enjoyed going through all the stuff, and I especially enjoyed reading those articles about the engage me or enrage me, especially since I work in an elementary school, so I can kind of apply these concepts. Same with the neat resources. I can relate to them personally because physical therapy is what I'm going to school for, and so my neat resource was directly related to that. And since it was a shorter week, I spent a little less time on the course this week. I spent about 3 to 4 hours doing the course this week. And that's all. Thank you.